Good evening, and welcome to Rock Truth. I am your host, Katisha Tony, and we thank you for joining us as we rock truth. We live in a society today where truth, even before our very eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. We believe that the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired, infallible, inerrant, and the final authority for all. Rock Truth founded on He who is the original point of reference for all the things to come through eternity. Rock Truth is a cross-cultural response to the economic climate and social crisis of today. Rock Truth is designed to serve the physical need of fallen man while serving the spiritual need he didn't know he had. The impacts, affects, and infects generationally. Rock Truth seeks to inspire, enlighten, and highlight upcoming and established kings and queens of character, while promoting Black consciousness and awareness of who we are and to whom we belong. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
Y'all look good.
Hey.
How is everybody doing today? Y'all doing good?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
doing something.
How y'all doing? Are y'all good?
I'm doing good.
That's
Good.
Ah. Y'all understand? I work at Menards, and it's been one of them days today.
You've been lifting a lot of things.
Understand?
Lifting stuff, is that what it is?
Man. Y'all know what Black Friday is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We all know what Black Friday is.
God, these people. Woo! I'm about tired of people shopping.
How you doing, Selena? You look good, girl.
Thank you. I'm doing good.
Oh, that's right. We got somebody new in the
Yes,
field.
we have somebody new to the group. New to RockYouth. We have Selena. Do you want to give us a little information about yourself? We're excited to have you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm new, obviously. I just wanted to be on the show today to see how it goes and what a conversation will take us today and stuff.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. We are so excited to add you to the Rock Truth RockYouth team.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I want to go ahead and get us jumping in and bring our guest on, Esther
Great.
Lou.
Miss
Hi,
Hi.
Miss Lewis.
Welcome, Selena. I'm so glad you wanted to check us out.
Yeah.
I'm an old friend of the family.
So, Miss Lewis, we want to thank you. You are here with Holistic Evolution Inc.
Holistic Evolution Inc.
Holistic. That's one of them words. Holistic. Get me right. Okay? Get me right.
Holistic.
You know, everybody has a tongue twister here and there. So, you know.
You say tomato. I say tomato.
Miss Lewis, before we go too far, I just want to say that your name sounds like a teacher's name. Like that. You sound like someone that I would call in class. You used to be a teacher, didn't you?
So man of God, it always surprises me when men who know the Bible would say that my name sounded like anything other than a book in the Bible or in the Bible. It always surprises me. You know, because there's it's only 2 books in the Bible that are named for women. 2 books in the Bible, Esther and Ruth.
And Ruth, yes, ma'am.
And a man of God, a man of your stature, right? You should know. It should remind you of the Bible.
This is
you have a close relationship with the Lord.
She coming from me, eh? I'm
coming all the way for you.
All right, I'm gonna sit back.
For those that don't know the Bible, tell us a little bit about what that part of the Bible is about.
Okay, so Queen Esther,
Okay.
she was a Jew, and she saved her people, basically. There was a very bad guy that worked for the king that was killing her people, and she hid the fact that she was a Jew for a very long time, and basically became queen to the king, and then finally told the king who she was, and then that guy Haman actually wound up being beheaded and things like that. So she saved her people.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for giving us a little spit of the knowledge.
So
Since
now
Brother
y'all got to go home and y'all got to read the book of Esther. It's one of the short ones.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Tonight.
Read it today. If you have not read it today.
Okay.
At least look at how it's spelled, because a lot of people don't even be knowing how to spell my name, and it's spelled like the book of Esther in the Bible.
Right.
So a lot of people spell it Ester and it's Esther.
Right.
That's right. Get it right.
You're gonna do some research.
Right. Like the way it sounds,
though.
Yeah. Thank you for that quick spiritual lesson.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Happy to help.
So, Miss Lewis, tell us all about you and your organization.
Glad you asked. So Holistic Evolution is we encourage the evolution of minority males through male mentoring, health equity, and other preventative programming. So I have like a funny story, not funny story, more of a real story. God has really been giving me bits and pieces of like what my purpose should be, what this organization should do. He's even down to the name of the organization. God has been giving me little pieces of this over the past 5 years.
Amen.
And I, for the longest of times, just was very hesitant, to say the least, to really go out and start the organization and completely focus in on the organization. I'm a single mother, and so I've always had to do had to have full-time employment, sometimes 2 full-time employed jobs, and so like going out to start something on my own was it's scary. But this past September, I resigned from my position and just like went 100% full-fledged. My organization, just trying to focus on what I know God has spoken to me about this organization, what I should be doing, and just focusing in on purpose.
Right. I love it.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So we got some really, really good things going on. I am doing a introduction meeting for male mentors that I've recruited, sponsors that I've recruited, and then like people that have requested to be on my board, and then just like people in the community, period. Just I'm having a meeting to introduce Holistic Evolution and just talk about what I've been doing over the past year and then what's coming up in the new year.
Okay. So, Ms. Lewis, I have a question for you. When you were younger, did you know this was something you wanted to do, or you had another option in life? Like what? How did this come about?
Okay, so first I got to know who asked that question. Was that Selena?
No, that was me.
Yeah.
That who
Taylor
was it?
Renee. Taylor Renee. I'm sorry.
Taylor Renee.
Yes,
oh, hi, Taylor Renee. So when I was younger, let's see. When I was younger, I always said that I wanted to be and I hear a little bit of an echo, guys. You got it? So when I was younger, I always said that I wanted to be a teacher. So you said that that's a teacher name, but I always said that I wanted to be a teacher. And so even when I went to college, the first two years I studied elementary education,
Okay.
maybe like a year and a half. But I got really, really involved in the community and like political, like elections and things like that. And the idea of government and how citizenry can encourage or influence government kind of took over. And so I wound up switching over to the SPIA department and got my undergrad in public affairs.
Okay.
And master's in public affairs. Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Good.
And did all of that and worked in government just to go back to work in nonprofits.
Yeah.
And with young people and youth development. The babies, we love them. We love the babies.
Is there a certain age
Gotta
for sales, or anybody can come?
So as far as my organization?
Yes, ma'am.
So the organization is actually a membership organization.
Okay.
So basically, see, y'all messing up my two truths and a lie. Man, I had prepared this. And y'all asking questions. I had prepared this. Like, y'all not gonna get these. Okay.
You're going to learn. We're not.
You just have to give us 2 new truths to the lie next time.
Right.
Man, like I got to make up something now, guys.
Right.
So Holistic Evolution is a membership organization. And so basically youth development organizations would pay an annual membership, and in return for their membership, they get project management services from me, executive life coaching services for me, and then the big kind of push is the male mentors that work through their organization would be able to request reimbursement for the money that they spend mentoring.
Okay.
From Holistic Evolution.
Okay. That's beautiful.
So your mentors will come from their organization.
Some of them will, right? So the outline of the organization is to be a membership organization. So those mentors would mentor through, let's just say, Coates, and Coates pay like an annual fee, and then those mentors would be able to request reimbursement. Male mentors would be able to request reimbursement for the money that they spend mentoring. But because we are a nonprofit, there are, of course, like funding opportunities for specific regions or a specific population that I'll go after, to secure funding. And so it would just be like a different program under Holistic Evolution. So I actually have written several grants to start this coming January for me to run a male mentoring cycle. But we'll see if we get those. I'm believing God that I will get all of them.
Speak it into existence.
Manifest.
All the money.
Yes.
Gets all the money. Gets all the money.
Yeah.
I want it all. While you're getting some of that money, is to send it on over to RockYouth.
That's right. Yeah.
No, I have the agenda that God gave me. Yeah. I got the agenda that God gave me, and I gotta go ahead and I gotta work it out. Like I've been running from what God been giving me, and you tried your way for so long, you get tired busting your head up against that wall.
Yeah, so you right about it.
I
Hey,
feel
you know
you
what?
almost more than you even know.
You know what? Hey,
Well, y'all.
Katisha, that reminds me of something. For those of you that are running and you running from the Lord, if you happen to need to talk to him, there is a phone line that is open right now. That is 747-24-TRUTH. That's 747-24-TRUTH. Shout out to my boy Ivo. I tried. I didn't get it
Will,
all.
Will, you be fine.
I felt it. I felt it.
Yeah, I was trying to invoke the Ivo, just trying to invoke the Ivo just a little bit.
You
But
get
yeah,
in the
that's right.
spirit. I
In the
felt it a little.
spirit,
I felt it.
the
What's
spirit
the
of
Absolutely.
Ivo.
Ivo?
Uh, well, okay, so the Ivo is one of our co-hosts that when he opens up the phone lines, he opens up the phone lines like no other. Like no other. I promise you, when you get the chance, go back and watch some of our old shows and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. This man can open up the phone lines at any given time for any given reason, and it
Yeah.
is
Okay.
perfect. It is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I need that anointing on me. The Ivo anointing.
Yeah. It's a good one. It's good.
just
Okay.
So I have a extra question to ask you. So a woman starting a male mentoring
Yeah.
organization. Have you had anyone kind of ask, why wouldn't you open a women's, a young lady mentoring? Have you had that question asked, and how do you answer that question as well?
Oh my goodness, right? So yeah, that actually has been like a very big criticism of me and the work that I've done, or just putting that work out there. So last year, I don't know if you guys knew, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and going through the treatment and things like that, I made a decision to kind of, that's when I started my organization. That's when I was like, okay, God has given me this. I understand and know that this is my purpose. Like I'm gonna do it. Like life is too short. Like I gotta, live in purpose. I gotta do what God told me to do. But when I did the fundraiser, I had not, like I hadn't already started my organization, and so I was selling tickets and requesting sponsorship from individuals, and they were like, like it's not an organization, like, even though like I've done so much work in the community and gotten so many sponsors before for whatever reason, for whatever it was that I was organizing, that was like the biggest complaint, not necessarily complaint, but that was just like the biggest thing that people would say to me is just like, why are you doing this? Like what, you know why don't you start like a female mentoring program? And that's been everybody's kind of thing. um and it took that actually is the reason that I was very hesitant and scared to like really go full-fledged with my organization following my birthday. So it took me a very, I'm not going to say very, but I'm going to say it took me this year probably to figure out my response to that. To that, for them, individuals who
Yeah.
thought that I should be doing female mentoring. And I put it on my website, and I share it with everybody, my why. I am the mother of a 19-year-old boy, and I was very frustrated with the education that he received. I kind of wrote in there the first time I filed a complaint, a discrimination complaint, with the Department of Education. My son was in third grade. He went to a predominantly white school,
Mhm.
and like I've always had to advocate for my son. Um, the world looks at my African American son as a threat, someone to be scared of. The media portrays them this way, and I've always had to protect and advocate for him because of how I know the world looked at him. And then when he got older, I started advocating for his friends and working with young men and just kind of fighting that battle over and over again of changing the perception of minority males when people look at them. Like, I want to change the narrative around what they see when they look at minority males. I don't want you to look at them and see all their jeans is hanging down off their butts and they just got out of jail, they got gold teeth or whatever the case may be. Look at them as entrepreneurs. Look at them as someone that could love your child, someone that could be a good father, someone that could be a good employee.
Right.
And so my focus, my goal is to change the narrative around African American males, because I want my son to be a part of a community, a country, a state that looks at him and see greatness and not see negativity that we see on the media.
Wonderful. And I must say, your son is a gentleman.
Yes.
A strong young Black man. You raised him very well. So I have to always say that in the times that I've met him, he's always been a great gentleman. So you've done a good job.
He is. And he's cute. And he cute, Taylor Renee and Selena. He's real cute. He played football.
Oh! Wow!
Don't make
Wow!
Listen, you be having to like plug your son with some guy. Like,
hey, I don't blame you. That's how it's done in the Bible. That's how it's done in the Bible.
Well,
just saying.
Cook and clean.
Hey,
sometimes you gotta arrange the marriage. Sometimes you gotta arrange the marriage.
My first girlfriend, my grandma brought her in. My grandma was like, "Look, take a look at this, baby. Come and look at this. Come here.
Right.
I was like, I don't want to.
We do.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got a girlfriend though, so I ain't,
he got a girlfriend. You gonna do that?
I love his girlfriend. She is so good for him. So I wouldn't do that. I just was playing.
I'm confused.
She's watching the show. Apparently, she is watching the show.
No, I was just playing. Girl, you know I love you. You know I love you, girl.
She's sitting there like, wait a minute.
We're gonna talk about this later. What is this something that I don't know?
I'm just playing. But yeah, so the idea that there are so many moms that just are frustrated and don't have the words to express their frustration in the way that people look at their son, or like how they're treated at daycare, how they're ejected out the classroom. I think that all of these are things that a man can show a younger man. And like, I just want to organize that. That's all I do. Like, people always just be like, you mentor the men. No, I just organize it.
I'm glad you said that.
Why you say that? You thought I was around here trying to
no, right. And I already knew that wasn't the case. I got it from the beginning. You said you organize, you help get the organizations together, you put things in place so that they have the connection. A lot of times, and I'm telling you this from a male's point of view, a lot of times what men will do is we will perceive that when a woman is taking charge, or when a woman is taking a lead on something, that she's stepping out of line. And that's not the case. That's not the case, right? You are not stepping out of line. If anything, I'm a firm believer in this. It's a very good reason why Jesus Christ showed himself to Mary and I believe it was Mary and Martha in the garden before he showed himself to the disciples.
Mm-hmm.
Understand that when God needs something done that men refuse to do, and when I
Mm-hmm.
say we refuse to do it, we too scared to do it on our own,
Mm-hmm.
he will rise up a woman, and
Mm,
he will allow that woman to be like, okay, hey, I know it's your role to do this, and
Mm-hmm.
and I may need to pull you along to do it, and I may even need to show you how to do it, but you're gonna be this man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this together in such a way that you are going to be the man. You're going to do what you're responsible for doing. So I commend you, Miss Lewis. I'm serious.
Preaching.
Because a lot of guys want to take that role of I want to be the man, but they don't know how to be the man. And sometimes it takes
mm,
a woman to step up and be like, "All right, this is what you need to do,"
Yeah.
and then let him be the man.
mm.
Yeah. So that's kind
We
of
lost
one.
the wait, Miss Lewis. You just showing the top of your head right now. I don't know what
Top,
happened.
Can
I
you?
got she good on mine.
I
Oh, is that just me then?
Yeah,
That's
you
just
Okay.
do, Miss Tony.
It's crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
full screen on mine.
so
Oh.
so that's the conversation that I have with like the board members, and like I will go into a board meeting and I'll say, to the guys, like, okay, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? And
Mm-hmm.
then they'll be, like they'll say blah 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 blah. Okay, well, you tell me what you want to happen, and then I'll organize it. So I tell everybody, like, I'm a bug. Like, anybody, I'm a bug. Miss Tony, I'm a bug. Like, I'm going to remind you, like, hey, remember you had said that we was gonna meet, and then you was gonna talk to, and then follow up on this email. Like, I'm a bug. And a lot of men, like, they don't feel comfortable being that way with another man.
Mm-hmm.
So like you have men that are, especially minority men, like, you the head of the household, you got your own stuff going on, you got to work, you taking care of your family, you know you not about to be calling another man saying, oh, we was gonna mentor and we was gonna take
Mm-hmm.
care of this kid. Like, men don't feel comfortable with that relationship with one another. They have their guys that they hang around with, but it's not too often that they integrate new people into that. And I that's part of the evolution that I think needs to happen with minority males. I believe that young men are not, or have not been socialized to deal with older men, because
Mm-hmm.
many young men are being raised by their mother. If they're
Yep.
anything like my son, any men that they interact with is typically, white men.
Mm-hmm.
And my son didn't have like a really good experience with
Mm-hmm.
his white teachers. Um so, like, he didn't have an opportunity to really see men, grown men that looked like him, that actually cared about what he did, that, you know worked with him. That's why I encourage him to do sports. That's why I encouraged him to be a part of mentoring at church, mentoring at school, mentoring in the community. Like, I just wanted him to have access to men that look like him, that can have the conversations that I couldn't have with him. But it's a lot of men or young men that they feel like, I don't want to talk to, that man,
Right.
or they look at their uncles that came back from jail, or different things like that, like he a bum. Like, I
Mhm.
would never listen to anything that he says. Like, I would never be like him, you know and so, like,
Right.
that relationship between minority males is what I believe has to evolve. Somebody had put a meme up on Instagram one time, and it said like, it's okay to smile when you see me, black man. Like, I'm black too. And it was just like, he was basically just talking about how black men see each other and they immediately mug each other. Like, it's like we don't have a problem with each other, but we don't talk to each other either. Like, you're not a part of my circle. So I think, me being a woman, I can try to get men together and get them to talk to each other and get them to talk to each other about something that they're passionate about. So the idea is to present these opportunities that men enjoy, young men and older men enjoy, and present these opportunities where they get together and mentoring just happens organically.
Great. You know what? I want to take a quick break really quick, but I want to go back to that when we get back from this break.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Rock Truth got merch, y'all. Who is your true north? Who holds you down so you'll always know where you are? God, the original true north, the original point of reference. Check out our clothing line, True North, at rocktruth2.com for your kingdom culture needs. Everything from tees to sweats, men's, women's, and kids' sizes. Inez Essentials Whipped Body Butter has a wide assortment of 8-ounce body butter made with unrefined shea and mango butter, infused with vitamin E oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, natural mica powder, and fragrant essential oils. It is designed to heal and moisturize dry skin, and it is perfect for the whole family. Our whipped shea butter is handcrafted with a blend of natural and organic ingredients. The unicorn body butter can be customized to the scent of your choice. If a scent is not chosen, no scent will be added. Have you been searching for a custom home decor and crafts? Check out Delicious Designs. For more information, simply search Della Williamson on Facebook. Are you in need of advertisement or marketing tools? Branded in his image prints, logos, flyers. Contact us today. Rock True Prints is ready to serve your printing and designing needs. We offer a full array of marketing tools, logos, flyers, business cards, video ads, and website designs. If you need our services for prints, we got you there too. Contact us at rocktruthradio@gmail.com for more information.
Y'all so stupid. Talk about something.
Oh, she talking in the background.
Oh,
I was like, what did we?
hey, Taylor. No, don't mute now.
Yeah.
Don't mute now.
What was you talking about?
What's going on over there? Y'all so stupid. What's happening? What's happening over there? No, unmute.
I did not know the mic was unmuted. I am so sorry.
Yeah, we can hear your house.
Muting is essential. I know we were. Selena, did you want to take in the comments really quick?
Yes. What do I say?
What did you say? Let's see. We got James. What's James saying right here?
Great guest. Esther is special. Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'm guessing you know James at some point in time because he over here teasing you.
Yeah.
No, so Mr.
He said
Plays football.
I don't know if Borum was he talking was Borum talking about me or you when he said language barrier. I think he was talking about me when I say holistic and not holistic.
That was you.
Probably what he was talking about.
Yeah, that was you.
I couldn't get it quite right, so he was talking about me.
You going in a little bit.
He was. It's okay.
Going in. And then he was getting at one of y'all about football instead of
Oh
saying
yeah,
Yeah.
ball,
because you was talking about
BAL,
about your son.
ball, football.
Oh, that's funny.
Boy, we miss
He
him.
always get jokes.
I know. We miss him. We done lost him to another community. We gotta get him
Yeah,
back
'cause that's
here.
That's
that's
all
a
right.
connection between me and Esther and Borum, because me and Borum used to work together at a school, and then Esther used to come there, and
Be
we
a
always
buck.
we always ran into each other at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So a lot of connection there.
Selena,
Okay.
Yes.
you gotta ask me a question, girl. You can't be sitting
Yeah.
back
I was
here just
gonna ask
resting
you.
on your
You
morals.
you gotta raise your hand. Just raise your hand.
Well, I was going to ask her like how does the organization help the young boys develop, and be minors?
Um, so I mean, mentoring supports the young man's development.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one of the big things that young men, and this is kind of like the conversation of female mentoring and male mentoring.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout my years of working in youth development, young ladies never needed motivation to participate in anything. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you was doing a workshop on whatever, young ladies are like low hanging fruit. They usually are very eager to participate in anything that would better them.
Yes.
But young men, it's a little bit more challenging. Like things have to look, they have to see the benefit for them to like take time away from working or whatever, with their girlfriend or whatever, to
Mm-hmm.
actually do it. And so that's kind of like the reason why I wanted to do something as far as to encourage young men to participate in mentoring.
Mm-hmm.
um, One of the big things that I heard when working in youth development over the past 15 years, I don't want to go to the library, with my mentor, or I don't want to go every week to Wendy's to talk to him. Like, that's not
Mm-hmm.
fun. But then on the other hand, the mentors is like, well, I have my own bills. Like I have kids. Like I can't be spending money on another child, every week when we're doing mentoring, or every other week. Um, and so the idea is that, let's just say a young man wants to be a rapper, you know, um, maybe him and his mentor can go to a rap concert, and the mentor can buy the ticket, and I can reimburse the mentor for taking this young man to a rap concert.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's a good idea and a different perspective. Like you say, it's always been we're going to meet here at the library and out to eat, and being able to do something with them that kind of meets them where they are. I think it's so important, because that's just, I feel like that's with males and females. Sometimes you got to meet them where they are and what their interest is to make them more invested in the program. So I think that's a great idea. That's good.
Miss
Yeah,
Lewis.
it just was very difficult engaging young men though.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it was very difficult to get them to show up and to participate. Um, you know, and so that's like the idea that, mentoring, um that we can be doing something that young men is going to find interesting and they going to want to do, so they'll participate in this mentoring activity and learn something from, a mentor at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Just real quick, I want to just really quickly say, first of all, y'all see my mask? Y'all see my
Yeah.
mask? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shameless plug, but hey, I'm doing it
What
anyway.
does it say?
It's our new Rock Truth mask.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
on the
Those are
it's on the
very nice
website.
quality.
Yeah,
It
they
does it
really
does
are.
look like a very good quality
It
mask.
really
Yeah.
good. But what I wanted to say real quick was that Ms. Lewis, you absolutely you hitting the nail right on the head when it comes to young men And this is not against women, and not against, especially not against mothers in any way. But what a lot of times women have this perception of is that if they just simply talk to the young man, or if they invite him somewhere, that they have his attention. That is not how you get a young man's attention. The what's the famous what's the famous words of most wise? A way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That holds value, right? That's how you get to a man's attention, is in the value of what you are giving to him. Like you said, if that man wants to be a mentor, he has to have a reason to be mentoring, and the mentoree has to have a value. There has to be something that he's getting, a give and an exchange. Like you said,
Yeah.
if he wants to be a rapper, I'm going to take him to a rap concert.
Yeah.
If he wants to be, I mean, this is kind of out there, but if he wants to be a painter, then I need to be painting with him. I can't be
Yes.
doing I can't be doing the things just sitting in Wendy's and just we just sitting there having a conversation. There is no
Yes.
value there. There's no
Yeah.
value there. You know, women, y'all a different breed. When it comes to mentoring, y'all can sit there and y'all want to have this conversation back and forth. Men, nah,
Yeah.
no. I need a hammer and I need some nails. Because understand, I need to be able to build something. I need to be
Yeah.
able to show, that, and that kid needs to be able to see that, hey, this dude is showing me how to empower myself. He's giving me something of value. And
Right.
that's what and I want to go to the Bible with this, but that's what the Bible is all about. It's about discipling, not just bringing you into evangelism. Evangelism is only one part, but
Yeah.
discipling, that's the most important part about Christianity. We don't do enough of that because we don't give people the value of Christianity. We just say, come on in, doors of the church are open. Then what?
Right.
So the same thing applies here when it comes to young men. Young men have to have something of value, and vice versa. The mentor has to be able to say, okay, this benefits me in some way.
Hmm.
Right.
So one of the things that I've made a commitment to doing is just having a fundraiser to support male mentoring every year for my birthday. So like I just want October 13th every year, everybody in Northwest Indiana to be talking about, changing the narrative around minority males and changing the narrative around minority males through mentoring. So this past birthday, I don't know if you guys remember Lonnie Johnson. He graduated from West Side. He played for the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And so he did a Zoom call with the football team at Hammond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I want to present opportunities like that in
Mm-hmm.
Northwest Indiana. So, you play football, you going into regionals, and, feel inspired here. Right now I have a commercial director. His name is Jordan. He is going to do a Zoom call with some of my students, and it's actually students from a little bit of everywhere, that's just interested in doing videos with their iPhone. And so, yeah, it's just about presenting opportunities like that where our young people can dream big and think outside the box. Like they don't have to think about, oh, okay, what's in front of them. Like, let me find somebody that is gonna do something. I don't know, an astronaut or something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I want to give these babies big dreams.
That's good. I just again think that's awesome to be able to do some creative ways with mentoring, because everybody says, "Oh, I do mentoring." Like now
Mm-hmm.
it's to the point. How do we get creative and how do we do something different? And again, like matching them to those things
Yeah.
that, matching them to the person that they should fit well with, not just saying, "Okay, we're gonna give you one male mentor and we're gonna put you with this male mentor." Instead, matching them with somebody who has their same views, who can make a better impact on it too. So I like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a science to it. I got some good stuff coming up in 2021.
Good. Selena,
Yeah.
it looks like there's a question in the comments.
Is there Queen and our mentoring agency located in Gary?
So it is Northwest Indiana, so that's Lake, Porter, and LaPorte counties.
Mhm.
So I'll partner with organizations that are in Region 1. So any one of those counties.
Okay. So is this organization, is it for like only like younger men? Is it for older men too?
So when you say older men, what do you mean? Like what age?
20s to 30s?
So the like 26, 27, 28, I kind of look at those individuals as individuals that would possibly be good mentors. But as far as mentees, I really have been spending a lot of time with high school age. Not in my bylaws, there are no age limits to the young people that we can serve. But based on, I could see there being an issue, maybe like if there was funding that was specifically for, young people age 19 and below or something like that. Other than that, I don't think it would be an issue for us to engage young men that's like 20, 21. One of the programs that I run is called Color It Real. It's a contract that I have with Indiana University Bloomington, or Indiana Prevention Resource Center. Those classes are ran for individuals between the ages of 18 and 24.
Okay.
I also have a research partner that is doing some research on the coping strategies of minority males after experiencing violent acts. And she is engaging individuals 18 to 24 as well.
Okay. So I did send a note to Miss Lewis and told her to do 2 truths and a lie. So I know everybody does 2 truths and a lie. So I wanted to kind of put things up and do two truths and a lie based off of, her or her organization. But it looks like, are you still able to do it, or?
Man, I can come up with something, but I had some really good stuff. And I just told y'all all my business just now. So y'all gonna know which one is the lie.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay. It is Thanksgiving. So I wanted to bring us all into a family conversation just around Thanksgiving. So I'm make it fun, asking fun questions about Thanksgiving. So first
that's kind of lame. That's kind of lame, Miss Tony.
No, it's not. You didn't even hear it.
I'm just saying. Okay.
You couldn't do your 2 truths and a lie, so let me have my moment. Okay. Give me my moment.
I'm sorry. Okay, go.
And it's gonna be fun. It's fun stuff about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming up, and I want to know some more information about everybody. So I just like to ask questions like, "What's your favorite dish? What is a dish that you do not want to see at Thanksgiving? What's a dish that you don't want to see at Thanksgiving? What's that one? Like in the summertime, you think about potato salad. That's one thing you just don't touch. You don't eat everybody's potato salad. You don't eat everybody's deviled eggs. Like what's a funny story for Thanksgiving? All of those fun things. You're saying that's lame. You don't want to play that game,
Miss Tony. That is a very.
You don't want to share. You don't want to share.
That's a lame. Like
that is not lame.
It's a little lame. I don't know.
It's not lame. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why it's not lame. I'm gonna tell you why it's not lame, because I love questions like that. So I guess I'm just lame. I like to know what people eat for Thanksgiving. What's their favorite meal? I
I
like to
want to know about the drama at your Thanksgiving. Like, what's the
Hey, well, then tell me what's the drama at your Thanksgiving? What's the drama at your Thanksgiving?
What's the family? I can tell you what the drama is at my Thanksgiving.
So tell me.
Let me see. We listen, because we be having like, you know, a little bit of drama about, you know, whose macaroni and cheese is the best.
That's what
You
I'm
know,
saying.
I got like one cousin, you know, that has a house, and then another cousin that have a house, and so then like they, you know, you go to one person's house and they like, oh, okay, so you with them over there, and then you go to the other person's house. It's just kind of like, you know, do y'all family do that? Y'all family don't do that.
No, that's kind of lame. That's kind of lame.
Listen, Selena was shaking her head yes. Selena knew exactly what I was talking about.
Oh,
What do you want to talk about? Pie, Miss Tony? You want to talk about pie?
You know what? I even appreciate you, Miss Lewis, because I had some other fun games to play. I have something fun, it's like a quick question game, but I obviously you don't want to play that either, huh?
Listen, play the quick question game.
No, I don't want to play.
I don't want to talk about food.
No.
Why not? I'm not talking about food now. Hold on.
We gonna talk about male mentor. Let's get those two truths. Give us the two truths and a lie, Miss Lewis.
Listen, I can play two truths and a lie, honey, because that's my favorite game, honey. I can play that.
So do you have your two truths and a lie?
I can give you two truths and a lie. Y'all, is that what y'all want to do?
I would like to. I mean, I don't know
because
because
Selena want to do, then I'm gonna do it. Selena,
I don't know
Selena, is that what you want to do?
It ain't good enough.
Hey, hold on! Don't leave Taylor out of it, because I don't know why she ain't saying nothing. Your mic, she don't know.
She's too busy having conversations back
in the background. It's all in the background. We cannot hear you, Renee. We cannot hear you.
We can't.
If you're talking.
Look, see, somebody want to play the game. See, somebody in the Facebook post said I can play the game too. Everybody don't think the game is lame. See,
listen, Facebook user.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about Thanksgiving food.
Why? Thanksgiving is coming up. I wrote myself a long list of what I was gonna make. I'm trying to get creative. And guess what? When I write my list, it's certain people who can't make dressing. It's certain people who can't make the macaroni. You ain't let me get to those questions though, because you just cut me off and just shut me down.
Hey, Betty Crocker. You want to talk about how to
I want to talk about my favorite meal, the smoked turkey for Thanksgiving, but that's okay,
We'll talk about preheating the oven, 250. We can talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not one of them type of,
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Christmas is my favorite holiday.
I have traditions, so I like to hear what other people are doing to see if I can get a tip. What games do you play? We play Hunger Games for Thanksgiving, so we do like competition between all the nieces and nephews, and we make them do like obstacle courses throughout the house. We do fun stuff.
Hunger Games was a tragic movie, right?
I know.
That was making people kill each other to eat.
Because Thanksgiving is when you're hungry, when you're waiting on the food, you're real hungry, you're waiting on the food. So we call it Hunger Games.
Ain't no weapons or nothing involved, right? Ain't nobody.
Well, I mean, it depends on what's happening. Somebody might hit.
Oh.
We are a very, very competitive family. Somebody might get hurt. Somebody might get hurt.
Y'all are. I know you and your sister and your brother. Y'all are.
We are very competitive. So the Hunger Games gets very serious. Very serious. So that's all I was saying. But that's what I meant, like traditions. Not like, we all sit together and we pray and do this. I was talking about some fun stuff, which we should pray for Thanksgiving. But there might be other things that people do. I just wanted to know what you did for your Thanksgiving, Miss Lewis.
I'm not a very big tradition-y type of person. And I hate committing. Like, I don't like commitments. So like
that's interesting.
So like committing to a Thanksgiving plan is something I typically don't do until 2-3 days before.
2 or 3
Thanksgiving.
hours sometimes.
Right, but just to make a firm commitment.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I wake up and be feeling like something,
I don't blame.
I just don't really like
Yeah.
commitment. Like,
Mm.
So this way you didn't want to talk about Thanksgiving. Like, I get it now. I get it now.
no,
I might have offended you talking about Thanksgiving.
listen, I just don't be excited about the cooking and stuff. Like my mother used to wake us up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to pick greens and make rolls and all that kind of stuff and clean up the kitchen. And
Yeah.
I hated it.
Mhm.
Don't like it. And so it just ain't my thing. It just ain't my thing.
Staying up all night, making all the food, the
You know what I'm
parents
saying?
playing all the music.
Just
Yeah.
ain't my thing.
Oh,
Selena,
somebody
what
in the
y'all
comments
got for-
asked, a cheesecake, is cheesecake a cake or a pie?
It's
I don't know, Betty Crocker.
I don't know.
Is it a cake or
Oh,
I
Betty.
would say,
Katisha, your name is Betty now. I'm sorry. Your
now
name
I'm
is
Betty
Betty
Crocker.
now.
You know what? Betty Crocker says it's a cake.
Is it though?
No, literally, I say it's a pie. Even though you say cheesecake, but it is a pie. I consider it a pie. What y'all think?
A pie.
Like, what's the difference
Pie.
between a cake and a pie? What
Pie.
makes something a pie and not a cake?
I think
See what I'm saying, Miss Tony? You didn't just took us down this long path of lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, you took us down
sometimes
this long path of
Oh.
just lame Thanksgiving conversation. Like,
Oh.
I'm going to answer the comments because the people in the comments seem a little interested. So I think what
must be a
considers a
home
pie,
comment.
what's considered a pie is when it's in that shell. When it's in the shell. The little shells that you buy, like the graham cracker crust.
Okay, so then it's a pie, right?
That's what I said. I think it's a pie. I don't know why they call it a cheesecake. That's a good question, though.
Listen, Facebook users, please don't be mad at me. I just be playing with Miss Tony. Okay, I'm just messing with her. Like, I mean, no offense.
She is.
Don't start coming into my messenger threatening to kill me or anything like that. I love her. I love her a lot.
Your
And I'm
DM.
just playing.
We're literally just joking.
My DMs, yeah. Don't
Your
start
DM.
coming
That's what
into
the
my
kids say,
DMs.
right? Selena,
No.
is that what they say? Is
That's
that
what
no?
they
Don't
say.
shake your head. You got this radio, baby. This radio. You got to talk. You got to be shaking the head like.
Now,
Yeah.
Facebook, go
Yeah.
get her in the DMs. Facebook, get her in the
Say
DMs.
word. Get up.
I just don't want nobody to be thinking like I'm the expert on like cake and pie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do, home ec. I didn't take home ec in high school. I think I took shop. I think I wanted shop instead of home.
Again, I'm understanding the Thanksgiving thing more and more.
I'm understanding that I'm never going to eat at Miss Lewis' house.
Listen, it's fun at my house.
It's probably
the kids
it's fun.
Coming over here.
It's fun, but I'm probably not gonna eat very well. I like to eat.
We're gonna have some fun,
We
but
could buy some stuff, and
the
then
plate
my
will not
son
run us
cook
over.
real good.
We could buy.
We could buy stuff, and then my son cook real good.
I'm from New Orleans. We cook.
Uh-oh.
Well, come on over and cook.
We eat and no, not me. The family.
Come on over.
The grandmas. Hey, Miss Lewis, real quick. They asked the question right quick. Let's see if you can answer this. Computer acting slow. Okay. Selena.
If someone would like to become a mentor or mentee, how can they get in touch?
You can reach me at either my website, www.estherjlewis.com, or you can just give me a call, 219-293-7553. Will you guys just post my information?
Yeah. Let's see. You're gonna have to say that one more time before we go off the air. I got to type it in, but we will. I'll put it on there. I'll make sure we hook up afterwards. Yeah, we'll get it on there.
Okay, great. Just the best way, visit my website, www.estherjlewis.com.
Yes. Well, Miss Lewis, I want to thank you so much for sharing the information with us, talking about your wonderful organization. If there are any males who are seeking mentors or any mentors who want to have mentees, please reach out to her at her website. That information will be shared here in a minute. Again, I want to thank you guys as well. And again, sorry I drove off to Thanksgiving, but it is cool. And I want to make sure that you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And remember that you should be thankful that we are here and breathing, giving this crazy year that we have had. So again, I want to thank everyone and wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
Y'all gonna sign out? Be lit, be live, be true. Is that the thing that y'all do? All right. Yeah.
The youth, we're going to get it together next time. We're going to get it together next time.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.